Hello, I'm Joyce,
I'm Lana. I'm Lisa.
and we are classy with a little bit of sassy. And
Classy with a double dose of sassy.
Oh, true. That's true. A little bit, double dose, whatever. But anyway, they're the sassy ones. I'm supposed to be the classy one, which doesn't always work out that way. But anyway, we're here representing the two books that I've written. Then we want people to know about them, and we'll tell you more before this is over. And we're going to make, we're going to use crescent rolls this week to show what can be done with them. And I'm going to turn it over to Lana because she got nominated.
Because I got nominated, right. These crescent rolls, I'm sure everyone's quite familiar with them. Yeah, and you can do so much with these. That's 8 ounces. Yeah, and so what we're going to do is open them. We did some savory ones, and we're going to do sweet ones on here. But on the savory ones, we added cream cheese, cheddar cheese, bacon, chopped onion, spinach. So basically what we're saying is we're going to make this into a rectangle and roll it up and then slice it. So you can do anything you want. I mean, any kind of a vegetable or cheese you like, just put it on there and you put them in the oven for like 15 minutes. And we're going to show you what you do. But this particular one we're showing you is a sweet one, and it's going to be basically like a cinnamon roll. So we got this open here, and we did spray the pan. One of our recipes said not to spray the pan, but they stuck a little bit, so we're spraying it. I will. I'm just getting it off. Okay. And like with the savory ones, we used a rolling pin, but we're not going to do that here because they were almost too thin. But you just want to close these. Yeah.
And these are crescent rolls, so you don't have to do this with them. You can separate them into crescents and wrap them around a hot dog or a piece of sausage, or just make up your own recipe.
Yeah, that's anything you have in your kitchen. So we're just going to do lots of butter. And notice the pastry brush she has. It's different than... It's rubber. It's rubber, and it works wonderfully and cleans really well, too. Cleans up nicely, yeah. You can order that from Amazon. And there will be a link at the bottom of this video, and anything you order off of Amazon, we do get a small portion of it so we can keep, our videos going.
Buy our groceries.
So you're just putting we just melted some butter and we're just putting it on? Yeah, I'm just trying to get a lot on. Yeah, definitely a lot on. Since we didn't roll them out too much. And we also mixed cinnamon and sugar together, and quite a bit of cinnamon in with white sugar, and here we have brown sugar. Raisins would be wonderful in this too, but we don't have any. But that's the thing, you can throw in anything you want in here. Anything. So we're going to do the cinnamon next. Cinnamon and sugar. Yeah, and I'll tell you this, I keep this in a bag in my... In my pantry because I put this on toast. And cinnamon's so good for you. We just read like 2 teaspoons of it a day, which is hard to eat, but lowers your blood pressure. It's just really good for you in a lot of ways.
Most spices are.
Right.
They help something.
They do. So let me see here. So, okay. We're almost done here. I just want to do it all. Then the brown sugar. Brown sugar. So obviously we're off our fat burning and on to our, daily living.
Enjoying life again.
Well, we have to get our cinnamon in somewhere. Okay, and then we're just going to roll it up, and you can roll it up, I guess, short ways. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Once you roll it up, it's ready to go into the oven. Put it into the oven for... And you can cut them before, but I'd say you can cut them after, too. I'd cut them after. I think it'd be much easier. There. So I think we should put a little bit of butter on the outside, Definitely, yep. I do love this pastry brush. I have one, too. It does work really well. So then we're just going to put it in the oven for 15 minutes at 350. And you can see how easy that would be. And, like we said, anything that you have in your kitchen that you want to use, if you want to do the savory ones, you can do the cream cheese, spinach, broccoli, any like a vegetable pizza that you do. Sausage, bacon, anything. Pepperoni, anything, yeah. And on the sweet side, not only can you do the cinnamon, but you could do an apple pie filling, cherry pie filling. So all kinds of things. It's just whatever you have available. Throw it in there, put it in the oven, and then you've got a little Dessert.
And I don't think
But-
anybody's gonna mind.
And if you choose to cut them though before you bake them, put them in a round pan and start by putting a circle in the middle, and then do a concentric circle around, and then you just pull them apart when you go to eat them, and that works very
That
well
would work
too.
well too,
But if
yeah.
I did that, and when I did that, I didn't try to cut them right now because they're too soft
Right.
to cut. I put them in the freezer and let them get pretty firm before I cut them and before I put them in the oven.
So you could have these made up ahead of time and in your freezer, and if somebody.
And we
It
do
is
have-
Super Bowl January, so
And this is
Yes.
a
You could-
savory one that we did, and these, we cut them before, we cut them here, before we put them in the oven, and just laid them down, and
and this has the spinach, the bacon, the cheese.
onions, it has cream cheese and cheddar cheese, but we did it just like we did this one, except different ingredients.
So that's our Super Bowl suggestion for January.
So what we're doing this for, and why we're doing videos, is to get people to know that we're writing cookbooks. And I use that with very lightweight. I'm writing cookbooks, and I've got a million recipes, and I can write cookbooks till I die, I'm sure. But the first one was two sisters and their mom reliving the Cook's Corner days, because the Cook's Corner was a store that was open for 9 years in Franklin. And the second one was the Cook's Corner's columns, and during those years when it was open, I used to do a weekly column for the newspaper, and it always had a recipe in it. And that's what these are, the Cook's Corner columns. So they're both available on Amazon, and the link is down below us.
And that's it. So have a wonderful new year.